Ahoy, pirate. Your infamy has grown to overshadow that of even your most roguish peers, including me. At every port my agents lurk, your exploits roar loudest among them and serve as a clarion call to all rogues that elect to spit in the face of empires. Though I am sequestered in early retirement from my season of piracy, my curious eye always scouts for upstarts of uncommon talent and flair. Indeed, you have my attention. Keep your broadside directed at the corporations, as their tyranny continues to nest all over the world. Freedom from their yoke shall come at a great cost. Will you pay the price? Hazard your soul and sail for liberty where I await. Captain Freeman, a son of liberty.
Captain Freeman.
Heard you were flitting across the waves in the Pariwakan. Apparently even the moonbeams can't catch you. The DMC and the Orang Kaya were so proud to be seen together. Well, thanks to you, now they're allies with the Abyss. And the bribes you salvaged. Their vision of peace, sabotage with a royal stamp on it. It will pay for a month of meals, but it also reveals the extent of their corruption. I swear if this goes on, we might see clogs on the Sultan's feet. The bond between unqualified men is stronger than their sense of duty to a nation. As if women were a bigger threat to them than colonizers. Never. I'll die before I submit to those chortling dugongs. What you did there was fight against oppression and the overfed boys club. A fight you won. Forget whoever else you work for. With me, you'll feel at least 1/10 decent. There are more names on the list, Captain. The purge is not finished. You must hear this. The Dutch have outdone themselves today. I, the Commander-in-Chief of His Majesty, in the gracious defense of his native country, Holland, demand, in our master's name, that you accept this letter of apology. Apologies. They aren't sorry for anything. They want me to stand down when I finally have an army again thanks to the resources you brought us. Before the coup, I could have tolerated an apology like this. Sat at their table, negotiated, laughed at their unfunny jokes. Baiklah. They want an answer. I'll give them one. I need you to deliver a punishment that shows the Orang Kaya that what I might lack in years, I make up for in guile. I like sewing. I bet a cotton thread, the prick of a needle, and a couple of usurpers' heads will dispel any doubt about my ability to send a strong message. My people will understand I'm serious, and like you, will be loved for our bad deeds as much our good ones. The Pariwakan is the best scavenger ship you'll find. It's got a big belly, but it's easy to maneuver. You won't regret acquiring one. Don't tell anyone, but I fucking hate sailing. Ironic given the time I spent on deck. Yet here I am in the middle of the ocean that men have come to plunder. If I want to fight, it has to be on rolling whiffs. It made me sick for years. Those idiots thought it was the sight of blood. As if I can't deal with crimson. Those men will say whatever they like to make women look weak and frail. They hate it when we're right. Van Ginkel is no different. He's got less wit than an oyster. But at least you can eat an oyster. Anyway, I fucking hate sailing. Inga, don't chase fleeting treasures. A real pirate sets their sights on empires.
It was bad, but I hear there were.
Ah, the legend of the Seven Seas. There you are. Captain, it is like you were born for this. Imagine their surprise. The wind blows the other way now. I see. And people say I am impulsive and reckless. Perhaps your reputation will get people's eyes off my back. But I digress. I tend to do that when I'm cheery. And today, you make me cheery, Captain. You brought back a chest full of goods many DMC refer to as treasure. Stuffs to be sold. Yet, only my people can truly appreciate them. I am grateful you brought them back intact. One of the reasons I like working with you. Selective dignity, occasional pride. Not entirely garbage. These aren't just things. They're how we keep our culture alive. And I'll risk every drop of my blood and tears for them. Finally! Someone who hasn't come to rant or whine. I swear I'll strap the next person who does to the underside of a cow. Apologies, it's like a banging gamelan inside my head. I bet you know what it's like to mother a crew. Then you need even more rum than I thought. My bosun says I should be more nurturing. What does that mean? That I should spank the DMC out of the islands? I don't like it, but she has a point. We've been eating the same bland porridge for weeks. We have weapons, but barely any reserves. With you, I can retake control of the spice trade, increase our income, and stop these incessant complaints. My agents have stashed barrels of spice for you to smuggle back here. It takes a lot of it to mask the stench of this foul reality. You're brave, Captain. Not as brave as my Unbound, but brave.
It was bad, but I hear there were.
Ah, the brigantine. You've drawn its sails. This ship is built for battle. I would like to thank you for a job well done, but it sounds like you got a kick out of smuggling our spices from under their noses. Tonight the Unbound will feast, and I can finally sleep well. I know merchants will pay 5 times what the Dutch were paying for this nutmeg. The orang kaya are basically giving it away. Exactly. The orang kaya sell the spice to the DMC for nothing. I've had enough of these Dutchmen parading around our trade routes in their ornate ships. The world is addicted to our spices, and the DMC act like they're doing us a favor taking it off our hands. We only smuggled 1 cargo, Captain. Imagine how rich we could be if we took this up. You know where to find me. You're catching me at a low point, Captain. I was out all night. Mind you, not partying. I wish it was all a bad dream. The DMC executed the Sultana at dusk, a spectacle for the pale crowd. Then, they released her body to me. In the Navy, they teach us that good leaders don't let their emotions rule over them. They pretend war isn't personal. I disagree. A good leader is a leader who has the right impulses, who is trained to take decisions in a flash, not doubt. In war, doubt means death. They killed her thinking it will intimidate me. You see how personal this war is? They want 2 bodies in that coffin, and they think they can wrap me in with her. A ship with my Unbound left for the capital at dawn, but they haven't returned. I need to send someone they don't expect. Someone who can turn warships into graveyards. Carry my vengeance in your cannons. Bring the Sultana home. When she finally rests, we will talk more, Captain,
我懂
and
了，
decide what the future holds for us.
为我懂了，苏丹娜呀，暮光守护者。
Being a leader is lonely, Captain. But loneliness is the only thing I know.